One program is looking for 35,000 Delawareans to serve as stewards of children. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Delaware's Attorney General, Beau Biden. Thanks for being with us.
Happy to be with you.
When we talk about acting as a steward of children, you say this is an important role that many of us can serve, but give us an idea as to how this program works and why your office is involved.
Well, this is a program that was founded in South Carolina in Charleston and was brought to me by the YMCA of Delaware and Prevent Child Abuse Delaware, two great organizations dedicated to taking care of kids. And what the program does is it teaches adults, because it's an adult's responsibility to take care of children who do or don't have voices, as the case may be, about what to do when you see and spot the signs and how to spot the signs for child abuse, neglect, and exploitation. And that's what they teach.
That's what they teach, but you're looking for people to sign up and really recognize these signs. 35,000 people is what you're seeking as part of this program. 2,000 people have already signed up and been trained as part of the program. But give us an idea as to how it works when it comes to training and getting involved as part of the program.
Well, look, we're looking, the Malcolm Gladwell book, Tipping Point. We're looking to get to that tipping point of our population. So we chose 35,000 people, which represents 5% of the state of Delaware. If we can get to 5% of the people in the state of Delaware in the next 3 to 5 years, we're on a good roll already. We're going to be able to try to change the dynamic about this issue. Look, 1 in 4 girls is sexually assaulted before they're 18. 1 in 6 boys is sexually assaulted before they're 18. Only 1 out of 10 of them ever report it, because 9 out of 10 of the perpetrators know or say they love the person they rape or victimize. So we need to, as adults, as leaders, as citizens, to do something about this issue. We have a moment in time what's happening up in Happy Valley, or what's happened here in the state, to actually do something about this. And Stewards of Children allows us to do it. It's a 3-hour program, 3-hour training, and we're well on our way to training thousands of people in the state.
As part of this training, you're working with institutions of higher education, working with administrators of schools, working with students. Talk to us about those connections and why those connections are important.
Well, look, the University of Delaware, Delaware State University, Del Tech, and Wilmington University, the 4 big educational institutions in the state, have stepped up through their presidents and through their administrations, and they're going to educate their employees and their students on this. It's a real becoming that tipping point we're approaching. And the thing that this program teaches more than anything else is, if you drop your child off at a daycare center, at a school, at a coaching facility, a camp, what have you, make sure of a number of things. But the thing you should make most sure of is that there's never a one-on-one setting between a child and adult in that setting. That there's always another adult or another child around. That's one of the primary things that this program teaches you, is that unfortunately there should never be a one-on-one setting between a child and an adult in one of these institutions. And any parent out there listening right now should check that wherever they go drop their kid off to, or their child off to, their pride and joy. Make sure of that before you drop them off. That's one of the things that this program teaches.
In addition to that, who actually is a mandatory reporter? Who has the responsibility to come forward if they suspect signs of abuse or neglect?
Great question, Jill. Under Delaware law, everyone does. Not just people in positions of authority, not just coaches, teachers, rabbis, priests, but every citizen of this state. So if you're out there and you see something at the Walmart aisle, on the Wawa parking lot, or on a playground, or in a school, or on a playing field that you don't think is right, this is somewhere where kind of ignore your instinct to mind your own business. This is somewhere to actually, it is your business. The law requires it, and I would argue that your responsibility as a citizen requires it, but the law more than anything, the law for sure. Anyone under Delaware law who has a reasonable suspicion that a child is being abused or neglected has a mandatory duty to report it to the state of Delaware.
And a very few seconds left, but if people are interested in signing up for this training, how do they do that?
Call my office, check out my website, attorneygeneral.delaware.gov, and we'll put you in the right direction here.
Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Jill.
We've been talking with Delaware's Attorney General, Beau Biden. I'm Jill Horner.